Okay.
Good afternoon from Mexico. Good evening for you in Africa. It's a pleasure for me to be connected with you today, for having the next class of this teacher tutor program diploma, which we'll have with the 7th module. Today we are going to talk about a very nice topic. So I would like to join with you and I would like to share with you a good time. To begin, I would like to share my screen. Okay, so today we will start with the module number 7 of the Advanced Comprehensive Program, Educational Program. We are trying to increase in school retention. Before to begin, I would like to listen to you about your experiences of work with this program in your schools, in your neighbors, in your houses. Who wants to share with us your experiences? John, would you like to say something?
Actually, it has been very fantastic over the time, following all through and trying to see how I implement some of these things we've been learning in the course of this very program. It has increased my level of understanding, how I relate with my students, even in the classroom, with my neighbors, how to build relationship. And another thing, often to be very positive, positive attitude all the time. And that has helped me to improve. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Falalu, would you like to participate?
Oh, yes. My experience with this program helped me to model the behaviors of my students in class, more especially to the side of punctuality and encouraging the students to come on time, and also coming on time help them to learn to have confidence in learning, to participate in the activities of the class. And also this program helped me in adjusting to make my teaching and learning in the school to be student-centered. What I mean by student-centered, I urge my students to participate actively. Just because based on what we are doing in this program, I learned that a student to participate in the lesson is far better than to allow maybe the teacher to be doing the lesson himself. So this helped me to adjust and also help my student. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Falalu. Joel?
I can say thank you for giving me this wonderful time to express what I have covered from these lessons that we're using to have. At the first, I can say I was feeling some difficulties with my students, but having that, I'm learning much from these classes. And I'm taking this issue that we are discussing here into practice. As of now, I'm seeing the progression of my students in the class. And as of now, they are also performing well just because I'm trying to guide them. I'm trying to make sure that they are taking full participation in all activities that we are using to conduct while in the class. And I can say today I had good class with my students, and they have appreciated the way I have addressed the topic that we're discussing today at the school campus. So actually, I'm benefiting more from these classes, and I'm sure that at the end of finishing these classes, I'll be a changing person right at my institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Very important what you say. Hafsat Rabiu Aruna. Continue.
Hi.
Hello.
So thank you. So far over the time while I joined this session, from the things I've learned, first of all, I've improved personally based on personal development and how I can actually transform my life, how I can develop a positive mindset, how I can actually pursue my dreams. You know, we can't give in, we can't drink from an empty cup.
Okay.
We can't drink from an empty cup. You have to have something before you can give in. So far, the aspect that I worked on with students is the aspect of public speaking, because this is a very crucial and important aspect. And this is somehow a topic that, you know, is not everyone that is confident, is not everyone that is able to speak in the public, while some actually know it, not because they can't, but the moment they are on stage, you know, they get frightened. So helping students boost in their self-esteem and confidence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What important words have you expressed? Because you have worked with your students, with the teenagers, with the children around you, and that makes you a difference. And that is very important for the foundation and for me as the tutor. Okay. Preamble. Dr. Marcelino Munoz Foundation, it's a non-profit political or religious organization widely known in Mexico with international projection, which has expanded in America, Europe, and Africa through the development of educational programs of great value, which can be evaluated by institutions. To say hello to your students and to say hello to you today, I would like to ask to Aman to make the initial motivational capsule, please. Aman? Aman? Okay, Peter, could you read, please, the initial motivational capsule? Peter?
At the beginning of the class, the teacher enters the classroom or virtual classroom. Greet your student by saying, "Good evening."
Good evening.
Good evening.
Everybody, where is the positive attitude? Good evening.
Good evening, class.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, that's the idea.
How are you?
In peace,
In peace,
free,
free,
happy,
happy,
Happy
successful,
and fulfilled.
and fulfilled.
I'll fulfill.
Wow, wonderful.
Great. Yeah, that is the attitude. Thank you so much, Peter.
You're welcome.
The purpose of the teacher tutor diploma. Okay. Every Thursday, when we check this topic, we are going to read the same. But the real purpose of the teacher-tutor diploma is to work with the teachers, with the tutors, to improve the education in values, human values, to improve the education in economy, to improve the education in health, to improve the education in peace, to improve the education in formation for all the people around you. Yeah, we are agree. We have a huge problem because the students doesn't finish the school. But if you prepare the children, if you prepare the teenagers, if you prepare all the people around you with human values, with peace, with benefits for everybody, with education, with health programs, with economy programs, with entrepreneurship programs, you are going to get that these students finish their schools. Yes or no? Because every day we can read this purpose, but the real purpose is in our mind, with good attitude, to create a good education, a good environment for our children, for our students, for everybody around us. Okay, the Decalogue teacher-tutor. We have here the 10 purposes of teacher-tutor as guide, as counselor, as advisor to the students. So, please, John, read the first 5 purposes.
All right. 1. Guide students in the course of their professional career. 2. Advise students on the importance of attending classes. 3. Advise them on the benefits of punctuality. 4. Accompany them when they have failed subjects. 5. Guide them about sales and being entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much, John. Okay, Sarah Ismail, could you read the next 5, please?
Yes, sir. Sorry, the screen. Okay, yes.
Read the next 5, please. 6,
It tossed
7,
me
8,
out a bit. What number, please?
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, please.
All right, thank you. Promote the practice of values. 10. Promote physical, mental, and emotional health care.
Okay, 6, 7, and 8.
6. Motivate them to learn to speak in public. 7. Guide them to make good decisions. 8. Encourage them to develop social projects.
Develop social projects. Thank you so much. So today we are going to talk about the 7 purpose. Guide them to make good decisions. What means for you good decisions? I'm going to stop to share to listen to you. What means for you good decisions? Amara, could you tell me what means for you take good decisions? Amara? Okay, Falalu has the microphone on. Falalu, what is for you take good decisions?
Okay. In this point, hello?
First,
can I continue?
Yes, Falalu. After you will be Amara. Wait a moment, please, Amara.
Okay.
Okay.
Falalu.
What I mean by guide them to make a good decision is that a teacher has a vital role to play in guiding his students, to motivate them, to encourage them, to put them on the right way in order to make a good decision by themselves, whereby he guide them, put them on the way so that they would decide on their own to make a good decision for themselves. Just like, for example, as a teacher, he encouraged them for example, to have an interest, motivate them to have an interest in entrepreneurship, so that at the end they will develop the interest, their interest in entrepreneurship, so that at the end of the day they will become a good entrepreneurs and they will have a good and great future, and their life will be good, and it will be okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Falalu. Amara?
Okay, good evening once again. Am I heard? Am I heard?
Yeah, continue,
Yes.
please. What means
All
for
right,
you
thank
to what means for you to take good decisions?
Okay, taking good decision is versatile because the child needs to be guided. One, to avert selfishness. Some children, because of the environment or how they were brought up, they tend to be selfish or self-centered in certain things, deciding on what suits them without putting other people into consideration. To them, they don't really know it's not good. So they need to be guided to take such decisions that will not only benefit them, but benefit others, because when it benefits others, it benefits the society in general. Okay? Like in a family where you have siblings, a particular child will want to have a food all to himself so that he will be satisfied, not knowing that when he is allowed to have the whole food all to himself, he will be satisfied and happy, but he is going to leave his brothers and sisters starving. He is going to leave them hungry. And what will that hunger cause them? It will cause them a lot of things, maybe malnutrition, looking nauseatic, looking sickly, and all that. So you have to really guide the student to know a particular decision that is good, which will in turn benefit the society in general, and the one that is not good, which will just be just for himself, which will cause selfishness and leaving the entirety of human beings around him, desiring more and what he's getting. So we really need to guide them so that whatever decision they are making will benefit people and help humanity at large. Thank you.
Thank you, Amara. Very important. Okay, John, what means for you take good decision?
All right. For me, what it means to me, good decision is if I am able to choose the best out of the options that are before me, and I resolve to go by that one that I feel is the best. For me, that is the good decision. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Taos John. Joel.
I can say that it is a responsibility for the tutor to guide students to make a good decision. This is so just because sometimes students, they used to make decision, but they're not considering that maybe in the future they are going to meet with some other circumstances that can hinder them to succeed in their own decision. So having that, we are advising them or we are guiding them to make decision, meaning to say they can have an ability to develop contingency planning. As we are saying that contingency planning is just like we are preparing that something can arise or cannot arise. That thing that can arise can affect our onward progression. So it is important for the tutors to guide students in making decisions for the sake of preventing what can happen in the future, and that can hinder them to make a progression in their own success. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Very important, your opinions. Take good decision, it's make the best. Take good decision, it's decide to make something with values. Because I could take a decision, go away, but where? We have to think about that to make a decision. When you have a decision, whether it's straightforward or complicated, you often know what the correct choice is. But what option do you choose? The forward or the complicated? The easy or the difficult option? We have to think about that to make a decision. How can we do it? How can we do it? Thinking, talking, learning, reading. For example, you are going to make a decision about a new business, a new entrepreneurship. What are you going to do? Learn about, read about, ask some opinion or experiences about the new project that you have. And then you will take a good decision. Maybe the decision that you have taken is not good for a person, but it's good for you because you are believing in what you are going to do. So we have to think about the decisions that we are going to take, and we have to think about how are we going to do it. In Spanish, there is a phrase which says, creer que se puede es hacer que suceda. That in English means think that you can, it's make that succeed. That happens. So if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your values, if you believe in your purpose, if you believe that you can do it, take the decision and follow that road until the end. Because that means you are going to get your purpose. And if you are the model, you are the example for your students, for your family, for your relatives, you are going to be the leader of this growing, personal growing in your community, in your school, in your house. So how can we do it? Thinking, learning, reviewing, and taking good decisions. What decision are you going to take? Higher standards lead to better decision making. Raise your standards or make a change in your beliefs and values, and then you will make the right decisions. That's what I was saying. Higher standards lead to better making decisions. Raise your standards or make a change in your beliefs and values, and then you will make the right decision. Yeah? Because, for example, a person decided to get money and took the decision to get money. But how is going to get money? Stealing to another person? No. No, because that doesn't mean he has values. How is going to get money? working, creating a new project, teaching. I don't know. There's a lot of good options to make money. We only have to choose the best. Memory, welcome to the class. It's great to see you here. Okay, here I'm going to make this because we are going to watch a video. Pay attention to the video because after that we are going to discuss it.
SNHU presents 7 Steps to Improve Your Decision-Making Process. So I need to make a decision. Where do I start? Step 1. Identify the decision. What's the problem or opportunity in which a decision is needed? It's important to clearly identify what it is that you want to achieve. Identifying the decision to be made is an essential step that paves the way for the next steps. Step 2. Gather information. So you know you have a decision to make. Now you need to learn more about the decision. To do this, you need information about the decision. You want to identify what kinds of information you need, how you will get that information, and how you will use the information. You'll review and assess the information. What you learn from this phase will help you to learn more about the situation and hone in on prospective alternatives. Step 3. Identify prospective alternatives. For some, this is a fun step because you'll feel like you're making headway from your research to seeing patterns or opportunities for an alternative. For others, it can feel a little overwhelming because identifying the option will lead to the next step, and that is a deeper dive into the unknowns and the potential impact. Brainstorming can be helpful in identifying prospective alternatives. Step 4. Weigh the evidence. Using the information gathered and the identified alternatives, weigh your options. Consider the impact each alternative may have on the outcome, including opportunities, risks, people, and alignment of values. As you reflect on how each alternative may resolve the problem or opportunity, begin to rank the alternatives. Think about the opportunities, risks, alternatives, past experiences, people, with the best alternative first. Step 5. Choose an alternative. You've done the research, evaluated the options, and have a solid understanding of the prospective outcomes. Now, you put all of what you know, including the unknowns, on the table, and you decide the route you're going to take. Step 6. Take action. Now you put principle into practice, and you make the alternative selected a reality. Choosing an alternative without action would stall the decision-making process. Use the information you've gathered to craft the metrics that will be used to measure and monitor action performance over a specific time frame. Step 7. Review. The review stage is the last step of the decision-making process. Here, you will evaluate whether or not the specific outcome resolved the problem or opportunity you identified initially. Using metrics to help measure and monitor performance, you'll want to check to see if the outcomes have been achieved or not within the time frame identified. If you achieve the outcome, great. You'll want to reflect upon what went right, any challenges, and the lessons learned. If not, you may need to dig a little deeper regarding why the outcome was not achieved and repeat. If the decision has not been made favorable, you may want to refer back to the previous stage of the decision-making process, gather more information, and explore other alternatives.
Okay. 7 steps to improve your decision-making processes. We have here the 7 steps that the video suggests for us. Could you tell me, are you agree with these steps? Would you change anyone, or would you like to follow these options? I will listen to you. Amara? Okay, Joel.
To my side, I'm agreeing these steps.
Yeah?
I'm saying that I'm agreeing to these steps.
You're agreeing, okay. So you will follow these steps to make a good decision.
That is because these steps that are tackling all angles that someone is supposed to do for him or for her to make an informed decision.
Okay, you will not change anyone.
Yes.
No? You will not change anyone?
Come again?
You will not change anyone. You are going to follow all of this order.
Yeah, I'm going to follow these 7 steps.
Okay, good. Memory, continue. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you.
Memory. Memory, open your microphone. I don't listen to you, Memory. Hasfat, Rabiu, Aruma, continue.
Okay. Right from the 7 steps to improve your decision-making process.
You would
Step
like
1, identify the decision. Step 2, gather the information. Step 3, identify prospective alternatives. Step 4, weigh the evidence. Step 5, choose an alternative. Step 6, take action. And step 7, review.
Review. So you will follow
from these
all
7 steps. From these 7 steps to improve your decision making, I believe they are simplified, highlighted, and outlined. So I'm not changing any one of them here.
So good.
They are well understood.
So it's very important to follow these 7 steps to improve your decision-making processes. Is right? Haspat?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Falalu, your turn.
Yes. Myself, I will not change anyone.
Yeah.
Because they are good. They are good steps to follow. For example, the first one, you need to identify the decision. What are the decisions? Maybe your decision is you want to be a businessman, or you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a doctor, medical doctor, or you want to be a teacher. So any of these I list, you need to find it first. Then you gather information on the one you choose. After gathering information, then identify the prospective alternative on that very decision you already choose. Then when you get the prospective alternative, then you weigh the evidences. What are the good and bad side of that evidences you've gotten? Then you choose an alternative. If you see the good side of it is far better than the bad side of it, then you take alternative. Then you start acting about it, so that at the end you evaluate, you review it. If you achieve your aim without no problem, then it is okay for you. But if you face so many problems here and there, then you review it, evaluate, and start fresh. So this is my take. Thank you.
Thank you so much. John. John?
Hello?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, for me, there are actually good steps to improve decision-making process. These 7 steps, but I feel I am not reducing any, but I will also add to the 7.
Okay.
Now, yes, instead of the first one to me, it will be to consider myself first. Do I even need to take a decision? If yes, then I go to the first one mentioned. What decision is it that I really want to take? So considering myself first, considering myself first, that if actually I can take a decision is very important, of which I should be able to know if I can take a decision. If I can take a decision, what decision do I really want to take? Just to say that I am adding to the 7 steps that I will consider myself first. Thank you.
Thank you, John. It's good for you. It's good, your opinion. I really like it. And yeah, that is the idea. It's not only follow these 7 steps. Maybe we have more, or we have another. The idea is to take a good decision and help the students to have improved their good decisions also. For me, I would like to add another one. Analyze the decision that you are going to take. You can say maybe the number 1, identify the decision, is the same, but only identify, no, analyze what's going to happen if I take this decision. It's a good idea for me. But thank you so much for your opinions. How to take good decisions. The only sure way to evaluate the effectiveness of a decision is to evaluate the results. You will discover over time whether a decision was good, bad, or indifferent. But if we really solely on respective analysis, the path to better decision can be difficult. Hindsight is incredibly prone to attribution bias. So, how to take good decisions? Analyzing, thinking, reviewing, asking, and sharing with the people around you. There is no a perfect decision. I have to tell you, for example, in my case, in my life, I was living in my country where I was born, in Ecuador. Sometimes a person from Mexico invited me to come to this country. I was 4 years old. I had my two daughters. One was 17 and the youngest was 7 years old. And I decided to take the decision to come to Mexico to live. In that moment, all the people called me, "You are crazy, Fernanda. What are you going to do in Mexico? Mexico, it's an insecurity country. It's difficult with a baby, with a girl." And the other daughter, my older daughter, stayed in Ecuador. She didn't come to Mexico with me. So the people called me crazy woman, crazy mother. Leave one daughter in Ecuador and come to Mexico with a younger daughter, with 7 years old daughter. But I decided to take that decision. I decided to take that choice. And I came to live here. Now I have 15 years living in Mexico. I am very successful. My daughter in Ecuador is so great, and my daughter here is going to finish her university as a mechatronic engineer. So I feel successful. I feel fulfilled. And I feel I really make a good decision in that moment. Even the people call me crazy, but I analyzed the decision. I analyzed the pros and the contras situations that I will find in Mexico in that moment, and I decided to come to live here. And now I'm thinking, I'm making the decision to go back to live in Ecuador. Not because I'm back here in Mexico, no. It's just because I would like to make some changes in my life and in my country with education. And I think it's necessary be living in Mexico, in Ecuador, to do it. So I'm taking decisions. And okay, somebody is going to tell me why you have all the things that you need in Mexico and you have friends in Mexico. And I said, okay, but I have to go back to Ecuador to make something that are necessary. I'm thinking to create a technological institute for highest education in Ecuador, in the jungle of Ecuador. That is my purpose now. And the people will say again, "Fernanda, you are crazy." But if I analyze the decision and I think it's good for me, I'm going to do it. There is no perfect decision. There are only decisions that we decided to make thinking about our family, our relatives, our environment, our country, anyway. Only we have to do it. What's more, every decision has an opportunity cost. Saying yes to one course of action means saying no to another. It is impossible to be sure that we have made the right decision. But if you work with values, if you work if you work thinking about the other people, you are gonna do it well. Okay, here I have chosen 3 pictures, 3 images. In the first image, there is a person who is thinking with time what decision is going to choose. What can we do to help this person to make a good decision? Who want to share with me that opinion? John, would you like to analyze this image and say how could you help this person?
All right. From what we are already learning on how to make a decision. Now, coming across this kind of a person who is already in the middle of thoughts, I will first of all encourage the person to identify the decision.
Yeah.
What actually, yes, to identify those steps now. The first one, to identify the decision and also analyze, just like you have mentioned, to take that your own. To ask the person, haven't identified it now, have you analyzed the decision? What would be the advantages and the disadvantages, the pros and cons of the decision you want to take? What actually is the gain? What actually is the consequence of the decision you want to take? Of what value is the decision? So I will try to make sure the person understands. This very person understands what he wants in life. And if that thing he wants, if it is something that can benefit him, I will encourage him to go ahead and take the decision. And also to tell him that refusing to take decision is another thing. It's better you take decision and analyze it. By the time it helps you, then you will achieve. But even when you take the decision and you fail, I will tell him to understand that it's a learning opportunity. There will be another chance. Is to go back and review again. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you so much, John. Okay. Joel, what would you analyze in the second picture, in the second image?
Okay. But I was trying to have another idea on the first picture.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was thinking is that sometimes we think that maybe we are late at making decision, or sometimes we think that we are too fast at making decision. But the real thing is that some people can think that we are too fast at making decision or we are too late at making decision, but the issue is to accomplish the decision that you have made. For an example, you have narrated the story about what you have made in your life. Some of the population in your country, they're thinking that it's not the right decision for you to leave Equator to go to Mexico. But having that, you have got confidence and you know what you are doing. You have managed to do so. So sometimes we should have to leave whatever can complicate our decision. As long as you know what you are doing, as long as you know what you want to achieve in your life. That's what I want to add from what my friend has explained on the first picture.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Very good. Who wants to share with us the opinion of the third picture, the third image? Memory, you have your mic open, but we don't listen to you. Memory. Okay, Hasfat, would you like to say something about the pictures, please?
Yes, tutor. The third image is actually pointing out at different arrows. Meanwhile, different options are out there. All you have to do is just pick one out of them. And as we discussed from the previous discussion, every decision we make has its own pros and cons. So, you know, as you're guiding students to make the right decision, you have to be able to figure out the pros and cons, weigh them out for them. You outline the advantages so that they get to pick the best out of it, and the one that comes with less consequences or less negative ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Anybody else? No? Ah, Grace. Okay, Grace. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Grace from Nigeria. I just want to add to what my colleagues have just said. In making a decision, you just have to be strong-willed. And in taking the decision, looking at the advantages, looking at the disadvantages, and you have to make sure that you are determined to do that thing that you want to do, that you have decided to do. The disadvantages should not stop a person. For instance, if you advise a student to go into a particular entrepreneurship, looking at advantages of that, what will it benefit you? What will it benefit the society? Will you gain something from it? Will the society gain from that thing that you want to go into? So if challenges should come, that determination will conquer the challenges. Now, looking at this picture that we have here, the person will look at what his inner mind is telling him or her. What should I do? Should I go this way or that way? Looking at the different arrows that are pointing to different directions, I will advise the person to look at what is your mind telling you? What do you want to do? That will guide the person to take a particular route or to follow a particular way. And then even if challenges come, your determination will conquer those challenges. You will not even feel challenged because you are determined to go this particular way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grace. What important your opinions? For me, it's great. So great. Some of the decisions that a student must make are very important, and here the teacher tutor must guide. For example, finish his or her professional career, obtain a management position or own company. Later, they will make many other decisions, but they will have already prepared themselves to make them consciously. As long as we are not aware of our decisions, the influence of other people will mark our destiny. To make good decisions, the qualities that the kids need to do it are self-confidence, thoughtfulness, empathy, decisiveness, analytical thinking, and trust in oneself. Okay, to finish the class today, we are going to make the final motivational capsule. So, we will repeat after me. I believe in myself.
I believe in
myself.
I believe in myself. I believe in my
I believe in my intelligence.
I believe in my intelligence.
I believe in my ability.
I believe in my ability.
I believe in my purpose.
I believe in my
I
believe
in my
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 purpose.
purpose.
Finish my professional career, a master's degree, a doctorate.
finish
Primary
professional
career,
Primary
three,
school, my
Master's
professional
degree and
career,
doctorate.
master degree, and
my
doctorate.
professional career.
Ends up working as a manager or with my own company. Have a social service, search for an overprice.
End
End
of
up
end
working
of
as a
working as a
manager
Manager
company.
my own
with my
company.
own
my
company.
own company.
The social
Office
Social service.
service,
Search for an
search
overprice.
Nobel Prize.
search for
Be at peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
Be
be
at
at peace,
At
free,
peace, free, happy, successful, and fulfilled.
and fulfilled.
Die and fulfill.
I am
fulfilled.
I know I can make it.
I know
I
I
You
can
know,
I
I
know
I can
I
make it.
can make it.
And I am proudly Ecuadorian.
and I'm proudly
I am
proudly
Nigerian.
Nigerian. Hafsa Rabi Harina from this Jigawa.
And I am proudly world citizen. Thank you so much for coming today for this class. I
Thank you, Dr. Maria.
would like to ask you that please, if you have invited to people to register into the group, and if you have invited to the people to join into the WhatsApp group, invite them also for all of your friends who are in the group to complete the questionnaires that teacher Lupita is sending for you into the group. Because I know and I understand it's very difficult for you to connect to the class because the internet, because the networking. I know it's very difficult. But it's important if you participate with the questionnaires. That's going to help me to register your work into the program, and at the end of this we will generate your diplomas of graduation. So please invite to your friends who have joined into this generation, 6th generation, to complete the questionnaires, to review the videos recording, to review the PowerPoint presentations that I will share into the group, the WhatsApp group, and then that's going to help you to complete the activities. Okay?
Thank you.
Is it clear?
Yes.
okay. A quick
clear.
question.
Yeah, tell me.
I've only seen 4 of those questions. 5 and 6 has not come in. It has not been shared.
Okay, I didn't understand you so well. Please repeat.
I said the questionnaires I have seen for the 1st class, 2nd class, 3rd, and 4th, but no 5th and 6th class questionnaire. I didn't see them. Could you reshare them?
Yeah, I'm gonna share all of that. I think the last module, the last class, nobody will record the class because I wasn't into this, but I could share the PowerPoint presentation and the questionnaires to complete it. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, any other question? Yeah, Joel.
Okay. Can I? Yes. Is it applicable to share the short screen of what the marks you have scored on the questionnaires on the group WhatsApp, or is not applicable?
No. Only complete the questionnaires. It's not necessary to share the screen. No, the photo, no. because we have the access to the email address which is working with the questionnaires, to the classroom which is working with the questionnaires, so we will review who has answered or no. It's not necessary to share the screen. No.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Sarah, question? No? Okay, thank you so much for your participation. I'm so happy for that. And we will see next Thursday at the same schedule, okay?
Yes, Toto, thank you.
Have a nice night. Be in peace,
Thank you
please.
for,
And take care yourself a lot, and I'll see you next class. Bye-bye.
thank you very much. Have a good rest. Bye.